Oh, did he? Said he'd be right back. I didn't know if he was good. I said, I couldn't get this phone. Did doing something.
That might be what that sound was. Just let you know it's fixed.
Call the board back in session this time, and at this time, and we are on item number 15, which is a National Economic Development Week resolution. I call on our economic developer, Andy Haggie, for this resolution.
I'll be short and sweet on this one. Good afternoon. This is pretty much basically a resolution recognizing the National Economic Development Week. And if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and read the resolution.
Please do. Janice, do you think somebody over there turn this back on?
Jonathan is in there, so she's going to check.
He's got it.
He's got it.
We're good.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Go ahead, Andy, I'm sorry.
It says, whereas created by the International Economic Development Council in 2016, the goal of the National Economic Development Week is to increase the awareness of local programs that create jobs, advance career development opportunities, and increase the quality of life in communities everywhere. And whereas economic development is a big umbrella that encompasses policy making and programming, business finance, marketing, neighborhood development, business retention and expansion, technology transfer, and real estate development. And whereas locally, Nash County works to grow, diversify, and sustain the economy of Nash County while enhancing the unique natural and cultural environment. And whereas Nash County Department of Economic Development strives to make Nash County known nationally and internationally as a premier business address by creating a competitive business climate. And whereas Nash County Economic Development is engaged in a wide variety of settings, including rural and urban, local, state, and federal governments, public-private partnerships, chambers of commerce, colleges and universities, and a variety of other institutions. Whereas Nash County Economic Development stimulates and incubates entrepreneurism in order to help establish the next generation of new businesses, the hallmark of the American economy. And whereas Nash County Economic Development promotes economic well-being and quality of life for the community by creating, retaining, and expanding jobs that facilitate growth, enhance wealth, and provides a stable tax base. And now, therefore, let it be resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Nash County, North Carolina, does hereby recognize May the 9th through May the 15th, 2021, as National Economic Development Week in Nash County, and reminds individuals of the importance of this community celebration, which supports the expansion of career opportunities and improving the quality of life.
This third day of May, 2021. Any questions? Entertain a motion to approve the resolution.
So move.
Moved by Mr. Belfield. Second. Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed by a like sign. Certainly glad to approve it, Andy. Thank you. Next item begins our financial part is item number 16. I call on Donna Wood. It is a Southern Nash Senior Center project ordinance closeout. We have several of those, which showed me it takes a long time for the county to complete a capital improvement project.
These are actually cleanup ordinances, and I apologize they're coming too late. I know that a lot of these projects have been closed out a couple of years, but as we get close to our year-end audit, we want to make sure that we can clean up our financial statements. So you might see a few more next month as well. First item, the first closeout that I have, again, as you stated, the Southern Nash Senior Center project ordinance closeout. This project was completed as required. However, this closeout project ordinance is to provide documentation for formal closing of the project for reporting in the finance accounting system. It's requesting approval for the closeout.
Any questions? Motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Combs, second by Commissioner Leggett. Any questions on the motion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? Motion carries. Early college capital project ordinance closeout.
Okay. This project was completed as required. However, this closeout project ordinance is to provide documentation for formal closing of the project for reporting in the finance accounting system.
Any questions? Motion to approve. Move for approval. Moved by Commissioner Outlaw, second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Wells. Any questions on the motion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? Motion carries.
Okay. This project, the next item is the Ag Center renovation project ordinance closeout. This project was completed as required. However, this closeout project ordinance is to provide documentation for formal closing for reporting in the finance accounting system.
Any questions? Motion for approval.
Move for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Leggett, a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ayrton. Any questions on the motion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? Motion carries as well. Item 19.
This item is a fiscal year 13 community development program Nut Cow USA building reuse project to close out. This project was completed as required. However, this closeout project ordinance is to provide documentation for formal closing of the project for reporting in the finance accounting system.
Any questions on this item? Motion for approval.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Wells, second by Commissioner Harrington. All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? Motion carries. Item number 20.
This item is our Northern Nash, or the new replacement elementary school. It's a capital project ordinance amendment. This amendment for the new elementary school capital projects presented for approval to adjust the project to include the installment financing funds and to adjust the expenditures to $20,150,000.
All right, any questions on this one? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Outlaw, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Leggett. Any questions on that motion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign?
No.
Motion carries 6-1. Item number 21.
This next item is the Northern Nash Water System Project Amendment. The attached amendment is to adjust the project expenditure line items to account for approved contract amendments and change orders related to the construction and engineering contracts for the Northern Nash Water System Project. No additional funds, just changing the expenditure line item accounts.
Any questions on this item? Motion to approve.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Outlaw, second by Commissioner Combs. Any questions on that motion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? At this time, I would recess the Nash County Board of Commissioners. Item number 22 will be made by Donna Wood. I need a motion to convene the governing board for the Central Nash Water and Sewer District.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Outlaw, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Belfield. Any questions on the motion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? We are in a Nash Central Water and Sewer District. Call for discussion by the board. You got a presentation first?
I do have a presentation. So the first, what I want to present to the board is a resolution authorizing the sale and issuance of the refunding bonds and the bond purchase agreement. Central Nash Water and Sewer District has determined to refund and redeem all of its 6 series of outstanding general obligation bonds. The current plan is to close on the refunding bond issue, which will be a private placement with First Bank, on Thursday, May 20th, and redeem the outstanding USDA bonds on the following day, Friday, May 21st. In consideration of refunding and redemption of the Central Nash USDA general obligation bonds, the attached resolution, entitled Resolution Providing for the Sale and Issuance of a Not-to-Exceed $11,600,000 Central Nash Water and Sewer District of Nash County General Obligation Refunding Bond Series 2021, is presented for adoption. This resolution authorizes the sale and issuance of the refunding bonds.
Any questions? Seeing none, I call for motion to approve or deny the resolution for sale and issuance of the refunding bonds and the bond purchase agreement.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Ayrton. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Wells. Any questions on the motion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? Motion carried. I call for a motion to close the meeting of the Central Nash Water District at this time.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Outlaw, second by Commissioner Belfield. Any questions on that motion? All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by a like sign? The district meeting is now closed. I'll reconvene the Board of Commissioners for Nash County at this time and go to item number 23, which is the budget amendments for the month.
Okay. The following budget amendments are presented for the board's consideration for the current fiscal year 2021. The first item is with public buildings. This budget amendment appropriates additional funds for county public building utility services. The request of $20,000 is an estimate based on the annualized spending to date to cover the cost through June 2021. The next item is with the Emergency Management Department. This budget amendment is to budget fiscal year 2021 Tier 2 grant funds from North Carolina Division of Emergency Management for hazardous materials, emergency response, planning, training, and related exercises. It's $1,000. No county funds are required. The next item is with Department of Social Services. This budget amendment is to budget 100% federal funds for heating and cooling expense for qualified citizens. It's an additional $70,000. No county funds are required. The next item is under the Federal Asset Forfeiture Fund, which is not part of the general fund. This amendment is to budget funds for approved overtime for the Highway Interdiction and Narcotics Team, telephone subpoena investigations, travel and training, and informants. It's a request of $55,000. No county funds are required. And the next item is also with Federal Asset Forfeiture Funds. This amendment is to correct prior budgeted funding allocations for proper reporting between the Department of Treasury and the Department of Justice for federal asset forfeiture funds related to fund balance appropriations, revenue collections, related expenditures to date. It's actually a zero adjustment for revenue and expenditures. It's just putting the funding requests in the appropriate categories. No county funds are required. The next item is with the Water and Sewer Fund, or Enterprise Fund. This amendment is to budget funds for additional water and sewer tap fees based on estimated revenues and expenditures through June 30, 2021. It's for $25,500, and no county funds are required.
Okay, that's 6 budget amendments. Any questions on either of those? Seeing none, entertain a motion for approval.
Motion for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Combs, there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Leggett. Any questions on either one of those? Seeing none, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed by like sign. Budget amendment stand approved. Thank you, ma'am. Anything else?
That is all. Thank
Okay.
you.
We'll move to item number 24. You can just work. Okay. No. I mean, I can hear you, but it's not going to be recorded.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Almost.
The first is for the UNC Nash Healthcare Systems Board of Commissioners. I have no new information on these appointments unless any of the board members do. Okay.
I know there's been conversation. That's all I know.
Okay. For the Consolidated Human Services Board, I have been in touch with our Public Health Director, and he and his staff are currently evaluating the general statute and the current composition of the board to make a determination if we actually do need to add folks to that board. I believe it was Commissioner Outlaw's suggestion that if we did not need to add, that we would not do that. So they are looking into that, evaluating the skill sets of the existing board members to see if they can possibly double for some of the requirements for that board. And then for Tourism Development Authority, the TDA, we have 2 vacancies that need to be collector members. Do we have any update on that?
No update, ma'am.
Okay. And then,
Who are they?
pardon me?
The 2 vacancies.
2 vacancies, Mr. Bellfield, that are collectors. I asked the board if they know of anyone that works or owns a hotel to bring them to me. I honestly just hadn't had the time to spend on it. I'll make sure that I get some members to bring to us before June, but if anybody else has got one, please bring them forward.
Well,
But they have to be collectors.
yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't come up with anything.
Okay, I appreciate you looking
I
into
was
it.
wondering if, that's for one, I thought both of them require that?
Yes, sir, they do.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last is for the Nash County Board of Adjustment. If you will recall, last month, you all made a number of adjustments to that board, leaving vacant alternate member number 2 and alternate member number 3. And Mr. Tyson, our planning director, provided the note that we currently have vacancies for Commissioner District 2 and 3, Mr. Belfield and Mr. Cohn. And I believe last month they were asked to see if they could bring somebody forward for those.
I don't have one today,
Okay.
but I'll work on that.
Okay, that's all I have.
All right, thank you,
On
ma'am.
the,
Go ahead, Dan.
yes, on the Spalding Resource Center, Ms. Richardson, she was still there, and she said that that the commission always agreed to have a current commissioner on the Spalding Resource. So that's my district, and I'm willing to serve on that.
Thought we did appoint Mr. Arrington to the Spalding.
Yeah.
I thought we did, but I
You
would.
did, you didn't, you're not listed on here.
Pardon me?
I see it's not listed. I don't see it listed.
Oh, on our board appointment workbook?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'll make that adjustment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just verify that we did, but I think you're right.
Okay,
Just an
yeah,
update.
thank you. I'll make
All
that
right.
adjustment.
All right, the monthly tax report is next. I call on Doris Sumner, our tax collector.
Think I'm gone.
Good afternoon. At this time, I'd like to present the monthly tax report. As you know, this report is designed to keep the board current on activities in the tax collector's office. The report is for your information only and does not require approval. However, it is recommended that you accept the report so that it will be noted in the minutes. And if there are any questions, I'd be glad to answer.
Any questions from board members? Duly noted that it's been received.
Thank you. And we do have refunds this month for approval.
Okay, proceed with number 26 then.
Yes, sir. We just need an approval for the refund so that we can disperse those.
Oh, that's right, you don't read those out, do you?
Yes.
All right, you got those, any questions on the refunds? Motion for approval?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Outlaw, is there a second?
Sir.
Second by Commissioner Arrington. Any questions on the motion or any refund? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed by a like sign? Refund stand approved.
All right, thank you.
Number 27, we took care of at 11 o'clock. We're on item number 28, which is any comment from commissioners at this time?
Just go ahead, I'm sorry, Fred.
Mr. Chairman, I was just wondering, what is the possibility that we could split these zoning and quasi up between the two meetings? We normally meet twice a month. Could we split them up so it wouldn't take us all day to finish up?
Only problem, biggest problem I see with that, Mr. Bellfield, our current adopted schedule, we don't have a second meeting every month by any means. And a couple of those are kind of designated for other items. I mean, if the board so chooses, we could add additional meetings for the rest of the year, but that would be a board decision. You know, we actually do the second meeting, I think it's down to like 5 times a year.
Well, for me personally, I would, if it requires adding a meeting, I would just, for me personally, I would add.
Okay. Any other comments on that suggestion?
Well, I think once you get through some of these issues we've got right now, it's going to settle down. It's not going to take as much time.
Okay.
That's
Other-
just me.
Other thoughts?
Changing, did that what we're talking about the other day? Think we're gonna change this qualifier?
We are. A good point made by Mr. Combs is we do have a general statute that has changed that's effective July the 1st that will eliminate the majority of our quasi-judicial public hearings, which would speed up the public hearings tremendously. If you're okay, Mr. Bellfield, let's get to July and see what that statute, how that affects our meetings for a couple of times before we make that change. Because the way we are now, we fall right in line within a week or a few days of the planning board, and we won't be overlapping. It could potentially add another whole month to something if we wanted something a little different. The planning board had already met that month if we moved it to the second one, and then we'd have to wait to the other one. But I think the significant change that's coming forward would shorten the meetings quite a bit. You okay to try that?
With what you're saying, you think the planning board is going to make some changes?
No, the general statute, Mr. Durham, am I saying that correctly? Not sure. Okay. Well, the general statute is going to eliminate the majority of the quasi judicial public hearings. We will have probably 80% less than we have now. For instance, the long ones today will not be quasi judicial, and I'm only telling y'all what staff has informed me of. But I would ask Mr. Durham if he would verify that.
They haven't told me about it. And, I mean, there are some changes to Chapter 160, and the whole chapter's being rewritten, so it could be included in that. And I've been waiting on them to give me their recommendations to our changes, but I haven't seen them.
Okay, all right. You good to let's see what it does, Mr. Belfield?
Well, just so things get a little shorter.
Okay, understand. All right, other commissioner comments?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
and just to confirm, May the 24th, our inside is the public hearing on the budget, is that correct?
Yes.
And the outside is Nash County Public School Facilities. And then I think we said in June, we would move Parks and Rec to June. And then Mr. Cone, Commissioner Cone had mentioned possibly Trillium. Is there some other suggestion for June other than Mr. Cone's suggestion?
Is that about he comes in the summer, June, July, August, so.
We'll verify that that would be a good month for them, but they do come annually and
Okay.
see if that works.
If not, you can communicate that at May 24th meeting and then, or prior, and we can look for something else if that's not a possibility. Thank you, sir. That's all I have, sir.
Okay, thank you. Other commissioner comments? I will give a 2-minute new home report. There were 28 in the month of April, down just a little bit, but they were a total of 88 general construction permits, which was up somewhat. That does not include any trade permits, so we are still going very strong. This time I'll call on Mr. Lamb to do the manager's report.
Okay. Just a reminder that the county will be celebrating the grand opening of Miracle Park at Cooper's Saturday, May the 15th, beginning at 11. Reminder that we do have a second meeting in May, and that is scheduled for May 24th. We will be presenting the recommended budget for FY22.
Set at 9.
Sir,
Set at 9 time.
that would be at 1:30.
1:30.
1:30, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1:30. The United Way Committee is going to be hosting a barbecue and baked goods competition on the 21st of February, and they're going to be selling the barbecue at $7 each and a dessert for $3.
What date?
The 21st of February, of May, Friday the 21st. No, did I say February?
Yes, you did.
February.
I should have said, yeah, you put February on there, but
Did they change their
She's like
schedule?
I'm sorry. Let me say it one more time so everybody's got it. Friday, May the 21st. They'll start selling barbecue at plates at 11:30 at the senior center. It was mentioned Thursday night that the county's revenues were coming in good, and I just want to let y'all know that through 9 months on sales tax, we've collected, or we will collect this month for March, we're at 85%. Instead of 75%. So that means we're about 10% ahead. We budget 16 million, so that's over 1.6 million ahead of of what we budgeted this year. I think we had our biggest month ever for motor vehicles, 841,000 for a total of 5.5 million for the year, or 91% through 9 months. So for motor vehicles, we're doing really well. And ad valorem taxes, we're almost 2 million over last year. Over budget, and which is, we expect 750 because we budget 97.5, but a lot of times we'll have more growth than we anticipated. So I would say that at the end of the year, our ad valorem taxes, including motor vehicles, are going to be about 3 or 3.5 million over budget. Our sales tax is going to be about between 1.5 and 2 million over budget. So that is very much a true statement that our revenues are coming in really strong this year. And that's all I have.
Let me ask you, I had on my schedule that the grand opening for the Coopers Park is on May the 11th at 11 a.m. I think you said Saturday the 15th.
That's what I have, but I could have misspoken.
That's right.
No, that's right.
That's what you said.
Yeah, it's on a Saturday, May 15th.
Okay. Let's scratch this out.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
All right, any questions of the manager's report? If not, I'm going to call for a motion to go into closed session. The closed session will be for economic development and matters of attorney-client privilege. Do we expect any action after the closed
He
session?
needs to leave.
Do not.
Do not.
We could, but I suspect y'all will want to review the
Right.
one MOU issue.
All right. With that said, I'd entertain a motion to go into closed session at this time.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Leggett. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Arrington. Questions on the motion?
You need to buzz in.
We need Andy, too.
What was that, Mr. Dern?
She's looking for Jonathan Boone.
Okay, right. I have a motion and a second. All in favor of that motion, let it be known by saying aye. Any opposed by a like sign. That motion carries.